Senator Abaribe knocks Tinubu government. Nnamdikanu's ruling not surprising. Justice in Nigeria is not for Igbo. Can you see? Can you see? Can you deny it? No, we can't deny it. The senator representing Abar South Senatorial District, Abaribe, has said the conviction of and life imprisonment of Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, did not come as a surprise, describing the judgment as a long-predicted outcome. Abaribe, former Senate minority leader, in a statement issued through his media advisor, Nnamdikanu, said the sentence was a preconceived plot that is not surprising to the Igbo nation and other right-thinking Nigerians. Yes. He noted that the Nigerian government refusal to consider pleas to extend amnesty to Kanu, as done for other groups, signal what the final outcome would be. Yes, because you cannot extend to him the same grace that you extend to Boko Haram. I don't know why. Why can't you extend it to him? You forgive these people, these Boko Haram people. You tell us, oh, they've repented. They've asked for forgiveness. And they've done this, they've done that. Those people that have literally bad people. But Nnamdikanu, there's no evidence that he has even done anything like that. It's just assumptions, because where is the evidence that he committed all of these things that he said he committed? But the kind of grace you extend to Muslim terrorists, you don't extend it to him. Why not extend it to him? It is well. The lawmaker noted that at the time the Nigerian government refused to factor in pleading to extend the amnesty of Kanu as done to some others, Thursday's court verdict was imminent. Abaribe criticized what he called a glaring double standard in the government's approach to the issue of national security and justice. Is it not an irony that negotiations and peace deals with rampaging terrorists in the Northwest was gleefully initiated by the local government, state and federal government, just like the amnesty to ex-militants in the South who were rewarded with lucrative oil pipeline contracts? This is to say that justice in Nigeria is not for Southeast. Abaribe stated. You keep marginalizing the people. Oh yeah, now let them go. You say no. You keep their forerunner. You keep that one in prison. Why? He added that while the development was expected, the hope for equitable justice in Nigeria remained alive. So we are not surprised. Our people can only endure and hope for a time when justice in Nigeria will become the sine qua non. We have done our best. We have variously made the case for the authorities to be circumspect and at least accede to pardon for the sake of unity and inclusiveness. He said, Abaribe said the Igbo nation now has no option but to place its feet squarely on the desk of President Bola Tinubu, urging citizens to remain peaceful. We ask the Igbo nation and other lovers of Nigeria to remain calm, pray and not take law into their hands. May Nigeria succeed, thrive and advance in justice, equity and fairness, he added. I really hope that's because what I'm thinking is probably they want to use him as bait to get Igbo election in 2027, because obviously, probably once he enters, they say he's going to grant him amnesty, or what's that thing? Pardon, presidential pardon, and all of that. It is well. Onyekure says, Biafra is a spirit. You can buy the people who speak of it, but you can't buy the spirit. Nelson Orowo says, one of the best senators I respect is Senator Abaribe. Yes, so he was really out for Nnamdikanu. He's one of the people that was really, really out for Nnamdikanu. The rest, na rubbish that they do. When people are silent, it means admittance. He always speaks when every other leaders are silent. History cannot forget all you have done and still doing, Baba. You can only silence the voice of hypocritical men, but not men with natural love and values for humanity. Joseph Williams says, make una tell Trump, say Pampe dey disturb Christian because you should ask first, why you go borrow money from Pampe? I don't understand people. You borrow money, don't you want to return it? Did they do, what's it called, Good Samaritan for you? Why are you going to borrow money on an app when you know that you cannot pay it back? Now, how for you people, though? Nazir Adam says, Abaribe's comment is just playing the ethnic card. Where did he play the ethnic card? The court ruling on Nnamdikanu is fair. That's not fair. That is not. Okay, the Israel person, why didn't they sentence him also to life imprisonment? Why 20 years? Why 20 years? Even that 20 years gone, we know that he probably might not even be in prison. They'll probably release him and make us think that he's in prison. Meanwhile, he's not in prison. No be this same Nigeria we dey. It's fair. How is it fair? Based on evidence. Which evidence? Which evidence are you talking about? Where is the evidence? Abeg, let's hear what evidence, call evidence. At Collins Eze says, today's judgment will unite the Igbos. I hope it does. At Oswago Samuel says, woe to them that call evil good. In the end, light will banish darkness and truth will triumph over lies and falsehood. Amen. Onyeka says, Nigeria just helped Nnamdikanu before. I was thinking if he was released today, what will be his next action? Okay. Can he unite politicians or will he be negotiating one Nigeria? What exactly will Nnamdikanu do if he was released? Wait till he's released now. Wait till he's released and see what he wants to do. Automatically making him the leader of Igbo Biafra. He doesn't have to do anything now. He just has to wait and let the people he's fighting for fight for him. Nigeria have helped Nnamdikanu declare Biafra today. What's this one saying? I beg. Mike Chikwe says Igbos will still conquer. At Joseph Ifeanyi says, the outcome of this case, I believe, would have been different if Oyindu has not decided to defend himself. But every hope is not lost. Every prince says, no one can suppress the justice of the chosen one. Only process of time will tell. They did it to Nelson Mandela, but at the end, it still lives on though dead, but still speaks. Mazi, you're coming out no matter what. At the ticket's dark hours comes the breaking of a new day. At Patrick Aya says, but the criminal activities belong to you. What's funny? What's making you laugh? Mike Obozoa says, the senator just said the main truth. Later says, the dog has started barking as usual. Who is a dog? Now, wow. It is well, Bifeanyi Bear says, any day the Igbo decide to leave the West, just the way they left the North, they'll be free. Alonge Olakule says, then why are you still in Nigeria? I don't understand. What's funny to this one? I don't get it. Well, everyone says, when Justice Omotosho announced a life imprisonment sentence against Nnamdikanu, many expected it to silence a movement, but what the court failed to understand is simple. You can imprison a man, but you cannot imprison an ideology. The message that Nnamdikanu carried has already spread far beyond any prison walls. It lives, breathes, and flows in the blood of millions who now see freedom not as a dream, but as a right. For years, the Nigerian state has tried to crush a voice by targeting the vessel that carried it. Yet history shows that ideas built on conviction and sacrifice do not buy. When a leader is punished, instead they grow stronger. The sentencing of Kanu may mark a moment in the courtroom, but in the minds of the supporters, it marks a new chapter of awakening. Good. And this now, don't forget to like, to share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.